So what do we really mean by your business case? And I see a lot of this, Anne Harrod asked me, how do I put together a business plan? And I think we need to talk about this. So when you go through the partnership admissions process, it is a due diligence process by your partners to see whether you're the right type of person they want as a business partner. And it's a two-way process, and it's a great way to think of it as due diligence. Particularly as Reshmi, you've got your interview, and Ingvild as well, you've got your partner panel. Think of it as a due diligence. Now, your business case is where you demonstrate the commercial promise of your business plan, i.e. how you're going to grow the profits of your firm. Your personal case is where you demonstrate that you meet the criteria expected of a partner in the firm, and that your partners emotionally trust you and want you as a partner, as their business partner. And these are both, but today we're very much looking at business case. And when we think about a business case, what we're really meaning is it's your business plan. This is what I'm going to do to grow a business within a business, my business plan. And then it's about the why me, why now. So it's overlaid with that. And so that's about the evidence that you can do it. That's about why it's imperative to do it this time around. And it's the why me, why now. And that, when you add to your business plan, makes up your business case. And when we talk about it, is your partners do not want somebody that's just going to sit there. They want somebody that's going to grow what we would call the size of the chocolate cake. So I want you to picture your partners. I want you to picture that they've spent a whole 12 months baking this amazing chocolate cake. All of them, they've iced it, it's an artisan cake, and it looks amazing. But they've spent the whole year looking at each other going, what have you done to do this, to grow this? So therefore, what is your slice of the chocolate cake? And what you've got to remember, if they bring you into the partnership, they're bringing you as a business case. They're not wanting somebody that in the long term is going to take a bigger slice of cake than what they helped to create. They're looking for somebody who is going to grow the size of the pie for everyone. And that's really, really important. Somebody that's going to grow the size of the pie for everyone. That's what they're really looking for. And so your business case has got to demonstrate that you're going to grow the size of the chocolate cake, that you're going to grow a business within a business. And that's the really important thing. So what are they really looking for in this? They're actually looking, is there a business case? Just because you can generate 100K from your own contacts, is there something that's big enough, solid enough, resilient enough that's going to grow further than that to grow the profits of the firm? Very often as a new junior partner, you've got to be able to feed yourself within the first 18 months. If you're going to go much further than that as a junior partner, you've got to be able to feed a team of people. And if you've not got a business plan that demonstrates that it's plausible to you to do that, you're not going to get to partnership. The next thing is this individual the right person to implement the plan? And you look at the top of the mid-tier, you look at the big law firms, you look at the big four, and they will be identifying a business case 2 to 3 years out from actually when they need somebody in. And then what they do with their talent teams is they work with the individuals to create enough of a pool of talent that has got a strong personal case that the partners have got people to actually choose from. Now, your partners are being very commercial about this. This isn't about being nice and fluffy and, hey, you're a great person, let's put you into the partnership. This is actually about, can they implement this plan without being a partner? Do we really need to start sharing equity with them? Or can they do this without being a partner? And, you've got to remember that this is a commercial decision your partners are making. They also want to know how time sensitive is in the plan, because your partners sit there and every year they go, we can afford to make up this amount of partners. And how time sensitive is the plan? Because they've got to sit there and they will potentially have 8 candidates up for partnership, but maybe they've worked out that they can only afford to share the profits with 5 new partners. And actually, they're going to look at how time sensitive the plan is, how quickly can we realize this and what this looks like. And you've got to be thinking about this as you put this together. And when it comes to the big four, the large law firms and mid-tiers, there's actually some quite big but also subtle differences. And when we talk about the big four firms, say on the accountancy, consultancy side, the EYs type stuff, I'd often put into that the BDOs, the Grant Thorntons, the same sort of diligence. You know, these are the people that would have directors needing to pitch a business case as well, you know, to get to director. And so you'll often find with the big four that there's this business case agreed with partners 2 to 3 years advance. The large law firms, you'd see that level of diligence. The mid-tier firms are a lot more opportunist, a lot more open to a good candidate wanting to move firms that will bring a following through. Whereas actually, interestingly, on the small firms, they're often thinking about succession because there's only a few partners. They're often thinking about succession a lot earlier. Now, as I said, you know, very often it's unlikely that the big four will take on an opportunist hire, but you'll see that happen with all the other firms. They're a lot more likely to go, there's a business opportunity here. Now, your big four firms will need to pitch their business case in the partnership panel interview many times, often between 3 and 7 times. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You know, say KPMG, I think in Germany, was a 2-year process. And the large law firms, it's definitely 1, it might be 2. Mid-tier firms, you might not need to pitch it. You may just need to do the application form. Small firms, you may not need to pitch it at all. It might be about conversations. You know, the big four firms, when you do your business case, the business plan is really thick, really thick. Large law firms, mid-tier firms, small firms, it's really about what the firm wants and needs.